This particular spell form is made to strengthen the wizard that lives there, so he's pretty weak. It basically nullifies Zedd for the next chapter. It lets you know. The second way that he knows is because the box's covers are off, and he can sense them. There is a weird thing, though, because he remembers what it felt like to touch one of the boxes. And he knows how it should feel if it's doubled. But that's not what he's feeling. He's feeling it tripled. So he's like, that's weird.
It's difficult for me to understand exactly what Zedd's talking about. Obviously, I can't feel magic vibes in the air, but I kind of picture it as being in a room with a super loud subwoofer. You can feel the vibrations of it, I guess is what I'm getting to. And the more vibration you feel, the closer you are to it. Something like that.
I had a comparison that had to do with vibrations, too. I was thinking, have you ever used a TENS unit?
Yeah.
That, like, contracts your muscles or whatever?
The Easton machine.
Right. You can set that on different levels. So you can go 1, 2, 3. So I feel like it would maybe be like when you're holding it, it's just that really light scale when you're holding 1. But when you're holding 2, or when there's 2 in the room, it's like a little bit stronger. And then when you get 3, it's like, oh my gosh.
Something jolts through your entire body. Yeah, but you can recognize the different levels, and that's what Zedd's doing here.
Yeah.
He's like, this is a weak signal, and this one, it's just thumping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do think maybe he could have explained it away because, I mean, I've never touched the other box or the other boxes. So maybe they have different levels of, like...
Oh, that could be.
Magic feeling. So that's why he maybe didn't look at them both and go, we've got trouble, guys.
So finally they stand in front of the doors to the Garden of Life. And Kahlan starts being all dramatic. Thank you guys for helping me get this far. Even though she was going to come on her own, they're simply following. I said that because Zedd also reminds her, like, we don't have to go in there right now. He's going to die tomorrow. Without your help, we're not needed.
Yeah.
And Kahlan, obviously, that's not good enough. She opens the doors and walks in. He goes with her.
Yeah. Well, and she tells him, well, I better hurry then, huh? Because I want to do it.
Yeah. I'm going to kill that motherfucker. And of course, Zedd and Chase follow her in. It doesn't say that, but you assume.
Yeah.
She's not going to go alone.
Yeah.
They've brought her this far, and they've kept her safe, even if she was being stubborn and not really giving a shit if they were following or not. They were with her, because where the fuck else are they going to be? Their crew, man.
Yeah. We're together.
Family.
But that's the end of the chapter. We open the doors, and that's about it.
And you can only assume that whatever happens on the other side of the door is going to be the most epic battle of all times.
Yeah, well, shit's going to go down one way or another.
Well, that covers the chapter for today, but I did want to let you guys know that Jade and I have recently released another Patreon episode with Sean Bachman. Sean is the guy that you've probably seen on Facebook who headed up the SOT map project, and I wanted to let you know you guys could go check that out yourself by going to sotmapproject.com. The thing is awesome. He expanded on the world that Terry Goodkind initially created, and if you guys haven't seen it, do yourselves a favor and check it out. You can see everything. It's amazing. So we're going to play a clip of that, and we'll be right back. And I mean, yeah, that kind of points to how big of a fan he must be.
Yeah.
To be willing to spend all this time and energy recreating a map. And so we asked him about that because we could definitely see it. And this is what he had to say.
Now, about 3 years ago, this was prior to the official Terry Goodkind book club group being in existence. Rob Anderson posted up online a call for a fan-made, peer-reviewed map. And this was sometime in March of around 2017, I believe. And people kind of got interested, and people were posting up how everyone's going to begin making something, and I was originally pretty set against it. I thought there really wasn't enough information to really enable a person to create a map that was fluid and that looked good. But then I went and I reread Wizard's First Rule, which really lays the foundation for a lot of what's already in the map. And there's a lot that goes into that first book that is also not shown in the map simply because of scale. You can't show Addie's house and South Haven because at the scale of what the map is, they would be basically on top of each other. So I kind of reversed course and said, okay, well, if I'm going to do this, I might as well do it right, which is kind of how I do everything. I put as much energy as I can into it. And I started a group and invited a whole bunch of people into it, swore them all to secrecy, and we began kind of what turned into a 2 to 3 year project. Most of the map was done within the first 6 to 7 months, and then it was just as new books came out, adding to it. Just like we have one more book coming out in a little over a month from now. And I'm sure that will equal additions or changes to the current map. And that's great because that means that Terry is still writing and that things are still happening. And this is his world. And as long as he's working and writing and giving us more content, I'll happily make changes because our goal is to make it as true as possible to the reader's idea of what's happening.
So if you guys like that, be sure to go check out our Patreon page, patreon.com/podcastatt. You can also find us on Facebook by searching All the Things. You can find us on Instagram at podcastatt. If you wanted to enter for our giveaway, feel free to send us an email, write us a text, or leave us a voicemail explaining why these books are your favorite and what they mean to you. We would love to hear from you guys and can't wait to get more responses. A lot of you have already written in and called in, and we love hearing from everybody.
Yep, and our phone number is 616-259-0025, and our email is podcastatt@gmail.com, and we can't wait to hear from you.
Thank you guys for listening again, and we'll see you for the final chapter.
Bye!